I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Ryan, that's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Go, go, go.
On first down, McBride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's McBride. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them up.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, that's complete to Jake Butt. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
No, possession's on.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ryan. The tight end Butt takes in the short throw. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey,
watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Novak. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's McBride. And some room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ryan, this will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on 1st down. Novak. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 33. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, Novak.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Looking to throw. Novak. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Breshad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. You're not ready. You're not ready. All right, 25.
Ryan will throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, you're confident.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Novak dancing to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Novak feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Go. Reset. Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Novak. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. Now a signal in the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Hey, wahoo!
Off play action. Novak. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's McBride, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On second down, it's McBride, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Number 53, Mike 53. I got it. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, exit. Go.
On third down, Novak. This one caught by Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. The tight end Butt takes in the short throw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On third down, McBride, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey! We taking win, Cole. Rush in. Rush. 80 weapon. Rush in. Hey, Alpha. Big River. Big River.
On 1st and 10, Novak forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the gun, Novak. And he's got it. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Buying time to, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Ryan. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And he's going to go down again. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do.
And the pressure gets to him again. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get
blitz coming, and down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Novak. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack, but it no longer counts? No, not at all.
And a completion to Wilson. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
To throw again. Ryan. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Ryan. That's complete to Jake Butt. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Artie Burns, former 1st-rounder, there to break that one up. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DJ Chark. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he completes it to Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Here's Ryan to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To try again after the sack. Ryan caught. It's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Looking to throw. Novak. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Novak. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Ryan on 1st down. Wilson's got it complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's
under pressure, they got him again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month